I'm Lauren of educateyourselfhealth.com, and I want to welcome you. If you're new to my YouTube channel, welcome. My YouTube channel is also Educate Yourself Health, and I'm here today because I want to give you an updated video for the Young Living Compensation Plan. Now, the Young Living Compensation Plan hasn't changed since my last video 2 years ago on the comp plan, but I wanted to give you some updated information. So let's look at the agenda for today. First, I want to talk about the business model for those of you who are new to network marketing. Then I want to talk about Young Living's leadership levels. Then we're going to go over the compensation plan basics, a scenario for what your first couple months could look like in Young Living, and then getting started. How do I actually get started to make a Young Living business? So I want to compare Young Living's network marketing model to a familiar model for you. Now, there are many other network marketing models other than Young Living, but in my opinion, Young Living's the best, and we'll go over that in a little bit. But something that you're probably familiar with is a real estate transaction. There is always a broker like Remax or Coldwell Banker, and in this case, I'm just going to call it Lauren's Real Estate Company. Okay? I'm the broker. That means every time somebody in my company that's in my brokerage makes a real estate transaction, I get a percentage. So let's say I have two really hot and out there selling as many houses as they can realtors. One's name is Gina. One's name is Kayla. Okay? And like I mentioned, Gina and Kayla are super on fire. They're really great at real estate. So every time they sell a house or they find a buyer a house, they'll make about 3% of that transaction. Okay? And then, oops, that looked like a 6. And then I'm the broker, so I get a percentage, and I have to work that out with my realtors. Maybe I take 1% or 0.5%, and that's what they have to pay to me, the broker. So then they start to think to themselves, why are we making money for Lauren when we could just go make money ourselves and we could be the broker? And so, let me get a red marker for this. They cut out and they decide, you know what? We're not working for you anymore. We're going to go open our own company over here, right across the street from you. Here's Kayla's company and here's Gina's company. And now they're competition. And I'm not getting any percentage because they decided we want to go to the top of our company. So you're no longer the broker. We're going to become our own brokers so that we can make all the money. Here's where real estate and Young Living differ. And I want to really illustrate this for you. It's quite the same. Here's Young Living. I'm Gina and Kayla's sponsor. I'm the person that signed them up and introduced them to Young Living. Okay? And I have two hot members, Gina and Kayla, who are signing people up and building themselves a business. And I make a percentage, which I'll go into in detail later, every time Kayla and Gina sign up a new member. Just like the broker makes a percentage every time a realtor in their company sells a house or finds the buyer a house. But the difference here is that when Gina and when Kayla decide they want to be the top earner in Young Living, they don't have to depart from me. We actually are a network together. And as Gina and Kayla build more members in their network, everybody benefits. Gina benefits every time someone in her network decides they want to be the top earner. And Kayla benefits every time someone in her network decides they want to earn. And through all of this, I benefit because I sponsored both Gina and Kayla. Okay, so in the real estate model, they don't have to make a departure, or they have to make a departure from me if they want to become the broker. Whereas in Young Living, we're all a network working together and we're not in competition. It actually benefits me when Gina and Kayla want to go big. And if they have a member that wants to go big, that's going to benefit them and it's going to benefit me as well. That's why network marketing is a beautiful model, and that's why we call it networking, because the more people, the better. The more, the merrier. Okay? So let's get to something exciting. This is Young Living's compensation plan, and I want to tell you what you can earn within Young Living's compensation plan. So Young Living has a very important document, and you need to make sure that when you're talking about business with people, that you provide them the Young Living income disclosure statement. You can find this on youngliving.com, But if you just Google Young Living Income Disclosure, you'll easily find this document. And what this document does is it tells you at each of the ranks in Young Living what people are making with those ranks. This is a legal document from our legal department, so you want to make sure that you provide this to people when you're talking to them about business. And it gives the leadership levels from Star to Royal Crown Diamond, how many hours they work per week on average, and then what's their average monthly compensation. Okay? So I want to give you some of those numbers so you can really see what you can do with Young Living. The great thing about Young Living is that we have, I believe at this time, don't quote me on this one, but I believe we have about 1.5 million active members, and 92% of those people love the products and they just order products, which is a great affirmation of the top quality products that Young Living has. Young Living for years never has even talked about the business end of it because we've always been a products-driven company, and we were eco-friendly and green and farm to table before it was even a fad. When it was still the cutting edge or even the bleeding edge, that's what Young Living was doing. So you have to know we have a really strong base of people who just love products, and then there's people who have decided to go on and make money with Young Living, and they've reached these different leadership ranks. So let's go into it because this is my favorite part. Okay, so according to our income disclosure statement, these incomes were taken, this survey was taken in 2013, and they took each rank and the average paycheck for a member at each rank. So the first rank is Star. When you just sign up but you don't do the business, you're a member. Okay? But once you sign people up and you have a certain amount of group volume or sales in your organization, you can reach these different ranks. So the first rank is Star. And at Star, it probably means that you signed a couple people up, okay? Plus your own order. So your own order plus maybe a couple friends or your mom and your sister or something like that. The average Star makes $73 a month, which I think is really fantastic because just signing a couple people up and getting them introduced to our fabulous oils, you're getting $73 check. Cool. That pays for probably a lot of the products that you're ordering every month. Okay, Senior Star. Senior Star makes $261 a month on average. Now, when I was a Senior Star, I was actually getting bigger checks than that. So I just want you to keep in mind when I'm saying average, this is taking the average of every Senior Star in Young Living, and there's probably 5,000 or more. And they're taking the average of that person's income. So just so you know. And I want to talk a little bit, I want to stop at Senior Star for just a second, because network marketing is a model different from every other model. In that, in network marketing, I don't have to constantly trade hours for dollars, meaning I don't have to work for an hour to get $20 like a regular job. I have to build a network, and once I build that network, people are ordering in my organization whether I'm there or not, and that means that I'm making money whether I'm sitting in their living room helping them order or whether I'm on vacation in Hawaii and everybody in my organization is ordering. So that's why I compare Young Living to an investment, in that my money's working for me even if I'm not sitting down with somebody having a meeting at that moment. So how much would you have to have invested in, let's say conservative investment, maybe some certificates of deposit, maybe a few stocks? How much would you have to have invested to get $261 a month? With pretty conservative investments, you would have to have $100,000 invested to get a $300 monthly return. I don't know about you, but the average American doesn't have $100,000 invested, especially at a young age. If you're in your 20s, I'm 28 years old, I don't have $100,000 just to invest when I was working my teaching job. I'm still working my teaching job. But that doesn't provide me $100,000 to invest. So I needed this job, this Young Living job, as an opportunity for me to actually be able to make that kind of money. In the passion that I have for teaching, unfortunately, is not going to get me $100,000 invested. So I really, really want you to take into account how special it is that you could get $261 a month. One of our fabulous Royal Crown Diamonds in the company, Connie McDaniel, she said when she first started, she would work hard and she'd get a $200 check and she'd go, what's a stinking $200? What am I going to do with that? But when you really start to think about how your money's being made, it's really amazing. It would be compared to like $100,000 in some conservative investments to get you a monthly return of $300. So I just want you to really think about that. because I know for me, I've always done Young Living because one, the products, and then two, the business. And the business is what I'm so passionate about because it's a very misunderstood business model. So I'm glad we're here together talking about it today. Okay, executive. It gets more and more exciting as we go along. An executive in Young Living, on average, makes $617 a month. Okay? Now, the exciting jump is from executive to silver. Because the reason for that is when you hit silver, two very special bonuses kick in, okay? Your generation commissions and then your generation shares. And I will promise you I'll talk about that in another video because I know a lot of you have been asking for it. Okay, silver, very, very exciting stuff in silver. The average silver makes $2,335 a month, okay? And I want to tell you, sometimes people watch my videos and if they're not familiar at all with Young Living and they're not familiar at all with network marketing, they have kind of a skewed understanding of what network marketing is. So they think, oh sure, only one or two people in your whole company are probably silver. And the truth is, if you get the Young Living member news every month with your product order, you will see hundreds of people hitting the rank of silver every month. And within our Young Living company, there are thousands of silvers. So I want you to know that it is not a pipe dream. And let me just break this down for a second, okay? For all of you watching that don't really know network marketing, I want you to never ask me or anybody else in network marketing if this is a quote-unquote pyramid scheme. Do you know how offensive it is to ask someone if the business that they put their heart and soul into is a scheme? Let me just tell you that a pyramid scheme is something that happened a lot in the 1970s where a company would say, oh, we have this great product, and they would sign people up to do the business and never send the product. It's illegal, people. So please don't ask me if this is part of a pyramid scheme, because a pyramid scheme is illegal. So let's step out of the 1970s into the 21st century. Okay, I'm sorry, I had to break that down. I'm sure all my other Young Living people are appreciative of the fact that I said that. Just putting it out there. Okay, so lots of people make the rank of silver, and lots of people make the rank of gold, which is average monthly income of $6,527. Now, here's where I want everybody to be, because gold will replace most incomes. It most certainly replaces a teacher's salary. It can replace a nurse's salary, an administrative assistant, your entry-level bank job. This is going to surpass a lot of you that are out there working 40 and 50 hours a week. Plus, when you're in Young Living, you get tax write-offs because you own a small business. So it's really great. I want everybody to get here, okay? Next one. Now, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on platinum through Royal Crown Diamond, but I do want to give you the numbers just to see. There were hundreds of, I think we have hundreds of platinums now because I saw lots and lots of them walking across stage at convention. Platinum, monthly income, remember this is monthly, $15,721 a month. Diamond, $32,003 a month average. Crown Diamond, $57,300. And last but not least, Royal Crown Diamond. I believe we have 17 or 18 Royal Crown Diamonds in our company. If they can do it, why not you? Why not me? That's what I always say. $106,432 per month. Okay, so I want you to dream a little bit now. You have to, if you're going to do this business, you need to have a why. Why do you want to do this? And it's okay to say, I want to do this because I want to be home with my kids, or I want to do this because I don't want to have to depend on somebody else for money, or I want to do this because I want to show other women, which is the reason I love doing these videos, I want to show other women that you can be a businesswoman, even if you weren't born in a family that believed that, or even if you weren't born into a family that had money or knew what to do with it, you can do this too, and that's why I'm doing this video today. Okay, so let's talk about your first couple months in Young Living. Your first few months in Young Living are going to look different than the rest of your Young Living life. And I know, actually, just this morning I got a comment on my old compensation plan video, and somebody said, oh, well, if I only make $200 in the first month, that's not that much money, so why do the business? This business, it kind of works like a mountain, okay? The first year or two in the business, you're gonna feel like you're driving the car up the hill. Or maybe you even feel like you're driving the car up the hill and you're pushing it from behind. Because in the first year, you have to, you know, work a little bit harder than you would in your 5th or 10th year once you're a Royal Crown Diamond. So, and then after about 2 years, that's kind of where I feel like I'm at. I'm coasting. I'm like, okay, my business is growing. I'm feeling pretty good. I don't have to work super, super hard. I don't have to hustle that much. And then as you hit those leadership ranks where you're making that, replacing your income, you're gonna feel like it's easy. The car just coasts down the hill. So what I'm really trying to say is that this part of the compensation plan is just for your first few months, okay? When you get to leadership ranks, you're not gonna care about the bonuses I'm talking about now because your commissions are gonna be making you all your money. So please don't think when I give you this basics of the comp plan that you're gonna have to somehow sign up like 50 people a month. That's not how this business works, okay? If you're signing up 3, 4 people a month, that's really a great start, okay? So just keep that in mind. All right, let's talk about bonuses. Everybody in the whole company, from member to Royal Crown Diamond, is eligible for the Fast Start bonus. And the Fast Start bonus means that you get 25% of your sign-ups first 3 months. Oops. First 3 months. So if you sign, anytime you sign someone up, you're gonna get 25% of their orders in for the first 3 months. Okay? And then if somebody in your organization that you've signed up signs someone else up, which is what you want to happen because that's how the network grows, you will get 10% of that person's first 3 months. Okay, and this could be any time. So let's say I signed up Gina 2 years ago and then she signed someone up today, I get 10% of that person. Okay, so that's the Fast Start bonus. That's eligible to anybody in Young Living who signs somebody up. Premium Kit bonus. Anytime I sign someone up with a premium kit, I get a $25 bonus. Okay, now what do you have to do to be eligible for the bonuses? To be eligible for the bonuses, you must spend 50 PV, which is usually equal to $50, to be eligible for these bonuses. Okay? Now, I want to talk a little bit about PV. PV is product volume. Most products in Young Living, 1 PV equals $1. Most of the consumable products, essential oils, Ningxia Red, supplements, those are usually, if it's $5, it's 5 PV. If it's $30, it's 30 PV. Diffusers have a little less PV than their dollar value, and starter kits have a little less PV than their dollar value. Also, our most expensive oils like rose oil and melissa oil sometimes have less PV, but usually it's dollar for PV, okay? Commissions, you have to have 100 PV to be eligible for your commissions. Now, here's another thing I need to break down, okay? I have people comment on my YouTube videos all the time, and it's probably because they're not in Young Living, so bless them. I hope they get in Young Living soon so they can understand how all of this works. But sometimes people watch my videos and they'll say, why should I spend 100 PV to make my commission check? And really, I have to say, if you are not living the Young Living lifestyle yourself, what business do you have making money off of other people buying products? Shame. You need to be willing to live the Young Living lifestyle if you are going to make money in this business. Can you give me an example of any business on earth? I don't care if it's a franchise, I don't care if it's the stock market, I don't care if it's a mom and pop. Can you give me one example of any business on earth where you do not have to invest something to get a return? Young Living is exactly the same. So if you're not willing to get into the Young Living lifestyle and use essential oils and use nutritional supplements and get your family green, then you have no business signing anybody else up. So if you're watching this and you're watching it and you're thinking, I don't really like essential oils, I don't really want to get green, but I want to make money, please go elsewhere. Because this company is all about expanding the Young Living lifestyle. Okay, so yes, you have to invest. Because if you don't invest, then you're not authentic. And that's why, okay? Now, let me just tell you one more thing. I don't want this video to go on for at Target or Walmart. I guarantee you when you leave there, you're spending more than $100. So I want you to take that $100 from your Target or Walmart shopping spree, And I want you to take that $100 and buy the Young Living hand soap and buy your vitamins and supplements, which are much, much, much better quality from Young Living. Instead of buying Coca-Cola and iced tea and all those things at the grocery store that have high fructose in it, I want you to be putting lemon oil and jade lemon oil and orange oil into your water. Okay, so there's an easy way to take that $100 and don't spend extra, just replace what you're buying at your Big Lots stores. Okay, so commissions. Level 1 is someone that you've signed up personally. You enrolled that person. And after the first 3 months is up, you get 8%. Okay? And remember, Young Living is a very special company because you never have to have stock. I don't have to carry essential oils. I don't have to ship them to people. I don't have to sell them to people like out of my jacket, right? I share the products with them. They sign up via the Young Living website and the products ship directly to them. You don't have to carry stock, so I want that to be clear. Okay, now, level 1 is people you've signed up. Level 2 is anybody that you've signed up who signs people up. Those people become your level 2, and you get 5% on that, 4% on level 3, and 4% on level 4. Okay? So let's say I sign up Gina. Okay, so I get 8% after her first 3 months. And then Gina signs up Kathy. I get 10% on Kathy for her first 3 months and then 5% thereafter. And then Kathy signs up Carolyn. I get 4% always on Carolyn, and then Carolyn signs up Sue, and I get 4% always on Sue. Okay, now remember, Gina did all this work. I'm still getting a commission from it. Just like when I do all this work, the person on top of me gets all the commission for it. We're all working together, so it benefits you to help your team grow. Okay, so let's do a scenario. Just to review, Fast Start bonus is 25% for the first 3 months of someone you've signed up's product orders. 10% anytime they sign someone up for those first 3 months of that sign up. Every time you sell a premium kit, you get $25 bonus. And then after those first 3 months, your regular commissions kick in. Now, I can tell you that, for example, at the rank of executive, if you have built a strong organization at executive, and remember, an executive makes $617 average. If you've built a strong executive organization, you could not sign anybody up that month, and you could get about $500 or $600 and have no signups that month. So don't think to yourself, okay, I want to make $5,000, so that means I'd have to sign 50 people up. No, that's not how this business works, okay? So just keep that in mind. All right, let's do a scenario. It's my first month in Young Living, let's pretend. And I have Joe, Sarah, and Amy that are coming to my house for a party. And when I say coming to my house for a party, it's like maybe I'll serve, some different beverages that have oils infused into them, or maybe I'll just have them over and share the products with them. So I have an event to share products with people. And Joe, Sarah, and Amy all want to sign up. And they all get the premium kit, which actually is normal for a party. I hardly ever have someone say they don't want the premium kit because it's a really good value. Okay, so remember from the last page, every time someone gets a premium kit, I get $25. Okay, so then not only did they get the premium kit, which is 100 PV, okay, that's the PV value for the premium kit, I'm going to get 25% of whatever they order. So I'm going to use even numbers so that the math is easy for me and I don't embarrass myself. So let's say Joe orders the premium kit, which is 100 PV, and then he orders another $100 worth of products. So he orders 200 PV, okay? So that would be 25% of 200 that would be $50 for Joe right there, plus what I got for his premium kit. Sarah just gets the premium kit at 100 PV, so that's $25 because I'm getting 25% of her 100. And then Amy also orders 200 worth of products like Joe, and that gives me another 50 because it's 25% of 200. This is probably pretty typical for a party. If you've got a really good set up and you're really sharing the value of the products with people, this could be a pretty typical event. Let's say I had 5 people and these 3 went for it, okay? People on my videos sometimes comment, she's giving us best case scenario. This is really not best case scenario. This is if you have one event and let's say 5 people show up, these 3 go for it. This is pretty typical, okay, once you get good at it. Now your first event, my first event I ever had was terrible. I had like 8 people there, nobody signed up, people were yawning, I went on and on for like 3 hours. So yes, in the beginning you have to get your groove going. But this is typical now. So give yourself, be patient with yourself and know that it gets better. But probably by my 10th class, I felt really good. And my second class, people signed up and you just have to do it. It's like anything, riding a bike, swimming, anything that you learn to do in life, it takes time. So give yourself space to learn. Okay, so this was their first month order. Now month 2, Joe says, hey, you told me at the event that I could sign people up, right? By the way, always tell people when they sign up, now they have the capability to sign people up and show them how to do that. So Joe says, I want to sign somebody else up. My mom really wants to get into it. So I tell Joe, make sure that you order at least 50 to get your bonuses and at least 100 to get your commission. So Joe says, okay, I'll order 100. So Joe orders 100, and remember, I'm getting 25% of that, so there's another 25 bucks for me. And then Joe signs up his mom, and what am I getting for his mom? 10% for her first 3 months, and she signs up with 100, so I get $10 because that's 10% of 100. Okay? Sarah, I get her on Essential Rewards because she needs to order her Ningxia. So let's just say she orders $100 to make it easy, even though 2 bottles of Ningxia is $71. Let's just make it 100 to make it easy. Okay, and I get $25 from her because 25% of 100 is 25. And then Amy says, you know what, I have a lot for my first order. Can I think about Essential Rewards? I say, absolutely. It's never any pressure. You order when you're ready. So she doesn't order anything the second month. Okay? So let's calculate what I made. Okay? Oh gosh. Please give me a break if my math is terrible. $75 for the premium kits. $125 for the fast start bonus. And then, so that's the first month. So that's $200 right there. Excuse my stance here. $200 that first month. And then the second month, this is if I don't sign anybody else up, of course. This is just the scenario with these 3 people. I have $35, $60, right? Yep, $60. And that's if I don't sign anybody else up. But I'm probably going to. Now, keep in mind, if I had an event with 5 people and these 3 signed up, that's just 1 day. You have 30 days in the month. So maybe you have 2 or 3 events and this goes to 600. And this goes, if you had another event with this, plus the last month, it would go to 260. So I'm just giving you an example of what your month could look like. And I recommend to you that the first class you have, if people sign up, you come back to my video and you write it out like this and you calculate what your commission check's gonna be so you're empowered to know. Okay? Now, I should also mention that this 8% bonus is still in effect during the first 3 months when they get the 25%, but it's reduced. So if you get a check, so like let's say you calculate your check's supposed to be $200 and you get like $212, it's those base commissions that are still working for you. But it's not that, it's kind of, you don't need to memorize it, just know that those base commissions partly will still work for you even during the bonus period. Okay? So, that's great. Look at what you could make in your first month. And then you are getting your family healthy in the meantime because you're using the products. And I can tell you, my life has changed so much because of the company and because of the products outside of the compensation. So really, really just know that. That's at the heart of it all. Gary and Mary's vision for the company, they're our founders, and I hope that you join Young Living and you get to know them and the company. Their dedication to the best quality oils is so inspiring and so amazing. It's life-changing. So just know that. It's not just all about the commissions, even though I'm very passionate about sharing them with you, okay? So, Where do I begin? Okay, I want to give you these 3 sections of how you can start your Young Living business. And if you're not a Young Living member and you like what you've heard today and you can get down with my passion, I know I can be intense, but it's just because I really care about this company and I care about everybody watching this video and I want to empower you. So if you want to join my organization and you want me to be your mentor, I would love to do that for you. My website is educateyourselfhealth.com. And you can find the contact me page on there and you can contact me and I'll answer any questions you have, and I'm more than willing to spend the time with you to answer any questions you have after this video. And if you're looking for to be in Young Living, I'd love to help you. So let me show you how you begin, the basics. You need to be on Essential Rewards. Please check out my Essential Rewards video, because Essential Rewards ensures that you order your $100 every month to get your commissions. It also ensures that you're living the Young Living lifestyle. This is so important, okay? So important. You need to change yourself. When I started Young Living, I ate fast food every day. I drank soda every day. I didn't take care of myself. I was a nervous person. I always had like nervous energy. And I started to use the oils and I started to use the supplements. And once you use really top quality products like Young Living, you start to realize, I don't think I want to be drinking high fructose corn syrup, which is soda. I don't think I want to be eating fast food with hormones in it. Because as you become a Young Living member, you'll start to understand what real top quality is. You'll start to understand what store-bought essential oils have in them, and you'll start to understand the difference. And it takes time. You don't have to change overnight. I don't want you to watch this and think, oh my gosh, I can never drink a soda again if I'm a Young Living member. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that you have to be dedicated to wanting to be green, wanting to help the environment, wanting to get better products in your house. And that doesn't mean we change overnight. Listen, I could stand to lose 10, 15 pounds. I could stand to use a couple different makeup products that would be greener. We all are on a journey, but you have to be dedicated to understanding why the Young Living lifestyle is a better lifestyle for you. So this is really important. That's why I said, please don't sign anybody else up if you don't want to go green and you don't want to have healthier products in your life, please, because then you're not living the Young Living lifestyle and you're not authentic. Okay, so those are the basics. Be on Essential Rewards, live the Young Living lifestyle. Living the Young Living lifestyle is the #1 way I recruit people to my business, because I always have my diffuser going. I don't know if you can see it behind me, but I always have my diffuser going. I always smell good, or mostly. I mean, of course, after we work out, we don't smell fantastic, but I always have oils on, and so people always compliment me. So if someone comes to my house and they see my diffuser, they're like, I want one of those. That thing's cool. And that's how I introduce them to Young Living. If I am making a protein shake in the morning, someone's like, oh, that looks good, that's chocolatey. I let them know it's a Young Living shake. So living the Young Living lifestyle is the #1 way to recruit people into your business. Education. It's very important to educate yourself slowly. Like I said, you don't have to learn everything overnight. You don't have to change overnight. This is a journey, and it's a joyful journey. But you do need to educate yourself as you go. So our virtual office, once you become a Young Living member, you have access to all these fantastic resources in Young Living. And in virtual office, they have trainings. They have something called YL University, and it teaches you in short videos how to use essential oils. And then they also have Sharing Young Living the Right Way, which gives you lots of documents of how to share Young Living with people in a way that's heart-centered and in a way that focuses on being better and being more well. And then also, you need to find a mentor. Now, I only mentor people in my organization just because that's only the amount of time I have, and I really apologize if you're in a different Young Living organization. I'm going to try to make as many videos as I can. You can always sign up at my website and learn more. I'm even happy to answer questions via Facebook, but I only really mentor people in my organization because that's all I have time for right now. But you need to find a mentor. I can be your mentor via YouTube or via Facebook. You can join my Facebook groups. There's tons of mentors that don't even know me in Young Living that I consider my mentors. I consider Connie McDaniel my mentor. She's a Royal Crown Diamond, and I've watched all her videos, and I look at all her Facebook posts, and she's my mentor even though I don't speak to her personally. So find someone that you really care about and like, and let them be your mentor even if you don't know that person. I highly suggest the book, The 4-Year Career. There's a Young Living edition, and it'll give you a better understanding of network marketing. And if you still don't feel like you really trust this business model or you still have questions about it, read this book and then get back to me, because I think it'll really help you understand. So that's the 4-year career. And there's a Young Living edition of this, so I suggest that. And also, when you sign up in Young Living, sign up if you know somebody sent you this video, sign up with that person, ask them how to do the business, find a mentor, let your upline help you. If you sign up with me, I'll be your upline, I'll be your mentor, okay? Last but not least, action. You need to have events. That does not mean that you have to have 500 people in your house. It just means an event could be meeting a friend at Starbucks who said that they liked your diffuser. They said they liked your diffuser. You say, hey, you want to meet over coffee and I'll show you how to order the diffuser and everything? That's an event, meeting one-on-one with someone. Another event could be having a class at your house and passing out invitations and then having everybody over and sharing the products with them. You could also have online events like Facebook or Google Hangouts. So that's the action that you need to take. If you don't take that action, nobody's ever going to sign up, right? The other thing I highly suggest that came from John Maxwell, who is a wonderful writer who talks all about leadership. And he talks about having 5 things you do every day to grow yourself and to grow your business. So every day, these are the 5 things I do in Young Living. I do social media. I make sure that I post in my Facebook groups. I make sure that I am online on my personal website following up with people, and my personal website actually sends out automatic newsletters. So I make sure people are getting and opening their newsletters. So social media, online. I use the products every day, and every day I try to use them in a different way than I've used before, because I'm a real go, go, go type of person, and I'm a real type A personality, and that energy is sometimes exhausting. So, and I'm sure also for the people around me. So I make sure every day I use the products in a different way to help me kind of stay grounded. Maybe I'm using a different oil. Maybe I'm going to give myself a little foot massage with some different oils. Maybe I'm going to try a different diffuser combo. Maybe I'm going to drink some Ningxia Red. So I'm using the products every day so I can really understand the Young Living lifestyle. Inspire. Every day you should be listening to something or reading something that inspires you. And the reason I say this is because if you forget why you're doing Young Living, then you're not going to be successful. You have to have a reason why. One of my hugest dreams in life is to have a big ranch and to rescue dogs and get them prepared and to have a home and get them trained and then send them off to homes. That's my dream. I can't do that unless I focus on it and I get inspired to be more than I am right now. And so you have to have a why, and then you have to listen to things that inspire you so you feel like you can fulfill that why. My favorites for Inspire are Darren Hardy, Jim Rohn, John Maxwell, and also the Abraham Hicks teachings are my favorite things for inspiration. But anything for you. If you're a religious person, the Bible is a huge inspiration for people. Any religious leaders that you like to follow. If you're in a church community, listen to your church podcasts. If you are in an intellectual community, be reading things from people that you admire, anything that inspires you. If you love music, sit down at your piano, sit down at your guitar. You have to have that inspirational piece. Follow up. If you already have people in your downline, you need to follow up with them. Don't forget them. Don't sign them up and forget them, because then they're never going to order again, and that's not going to grow your organization. Spend a lot of time on follow-up every day. Or if you don't have anybody in your organization, but you have a couple friends who have mentioned that they like the products you're using, follow up with them. And then the 5th thing I do every day is invite to my next event. You always have to be inviting. If I'm having a Facebook event this week, so I'm inviting, I'm talking about it, I'm posting about it. So these are the things, the basics: educate yourself and take some action. And I know your Young Living business will grow. So thank you so much for being with me today on this video. I really appreciate it. Again, if you're not a part of Young Living, you're looking for a small business, or you're looking to be living the Young Living lifestyle, please visit my website, educateyourselfhealth.com. I'd love to be your mentor. I'd love to have you in my organization. And to all my Young Living friends who have watched my compensation plan videos, I love all of you. I loved meeting you at convention, and I look forward to working and growing together. Have a wonderful day. Bye.